Hello and welcome to day 21. We have almost finished three-fourths of the journey of the 30 days challenge, and I am so excited to see you progress to day 30. Today, we are talking about fear of making mistakes. Tell me something honestly. How many of us on this planet as human beings have not made a mistake? It's a ridiculous question, right? Because there's not a single person who can say that I have never made a mistake in my life. There is none of us. And yet, mistakes are glorified. Being perfect is glorified. Giving consequences for making something not so criminal is also glorified. And mistakes is not something that is acceptable by everyone. And there is this illusion that you need to do things right. If you have to improve, you have to make less mistakes. If you have to improve, you cannot make mistakes. If you've grown, which means that you don't make mistakes. And I don't know what to say, where it all begins. And I look back at my childhood, I see it a lot that was ingrained in me by my teachers, my family, where a lot of focus was you can't do things wrong, you can't do this wrong, you can't be wrong. Now, the thing is, when we make mistakes, it's natural because everyone makes it, you make it, I make it. I think the generations that are going to come till humanity exists is going to be making it. But the whole thing that gets emphasized is that there's something wrong with us. It's not that what we did was a mistake, we become the mistake in the bargain. Now, if you see yourself, your being, your existence as a mistake, then definitely that's a huge, huge problem. But if you see only, and if you're able to detach and say that it's not the actions, it's not me that is wrong, it is the actions that I have done that is good, bad, right, or wrong, and that actions can be corrected. I can improve of them. But if I constantly keep calling myself wrong, or if we constantly I'm guilty of the same, and I realize that uh, so many times that I have also pointed at people in the past, and I realize that they are not wrong. What they did is wrong. Their actions are wrong. Uh, Probably they are not able to focus. Probably they are way too distracted in life. Probably they just don't know what is their purpose in life. And I have been the same person for so many years. And how do I then expect that someone else to be not making mistakes? And making mistakes is part of all of us, and it's always going to be there. And yet, people fear it to such an extent that they get trapped. And the thing is, the more you fear, the more mistakes you keep making. This is the trap that I have been for so long in my life. I kept making mistakes, and I realized that it's just a pattern. It's not breaking. There's no breakthrough that's happening. And the biggest breakthrough that happens to anyone who you see is making lesser mistakes is not because they're not making mistakes anymore. It's simply because they are not fearful of the fact that somebody might judge us for our actions. They're not fearful of the idea that they're not perfect. And they're not scared to be vulnerable. They're not scared to be themselves. They're not scared to be authentic. And that is why you see that when people who are not successful because they're not making mistakes. They're successful because they learn to own up their mistakes. They're successful because they completely see their life as their responsibility. They're successful not because there is some fear that's trapping them and they are into that rut where they are not getting out of the pattern of doing the same things wrong again and again and again. And I realize and I see that pattern in so many people. When I didn't realize it, I wouldn't see it. But now when I see it, I really have got to control myself and say that you cannot tell people it on your face. You cannot say that this is a pattern and that you are doing that unless they are ready, unless they're willing and they want to hear it from you. So you cannot make people right either. And a lot of time we see ourselves, particularly a lot of us as leaders, we see ourselves that probably we've not done something right, because the people who are following us are making so many mistakes and that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And we get impatient and things like that. And I've made the same mistakes as a leader, as a coach, as a trainer, by jumping into conclusions, by showing people what they're not ready to see, and the mistakes goes on, and you realize that the biggest way of letting go of this entire illusion and the trap that we have that I should not be making mistakes is by simply owning up, by being calm and patient no matter what happens in life, and not seeing yourself as perfect. None of us are. I will never be perfect. I know this entire video series that I am making, it's an effort. It's simply an effort to put myself out there, to bring something out, to give value. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're perfect. You are amazing just the way you are. Your flaws are amazing. They are awesome. And the very fact that you are seeing this, you want to own up mistakes and you want to learn and improve and move ahead in life. And there are no right, wrong, good, bad if we stop judging ourselves. The very reason why someone else is judging us is because we are judging ourselves all the time. I realize, and I have this is a new hack that I'm experiencing nowadays, is whenever I have a judgment about myself, oh Gauravi, how stupid, how could you? And you jumped into conclusions, and I start with this entire thing in my head. But the moment I'm like, okay, stop, Gauravi, stop right now, stop this conversation. It is okay. You are okay. Everyone is okay. And the moment I shift the conversation in my head, I see the people around me don't say those things about me. It was only when I thought bad and ill and wrong and mistakes of me and I focused too much on them that other people's focused on them too. If I only focus on getting better and improving and learning, that's what people around me are focusing on, and that's what they see in me. So, how I see myself is how the world will look at me. And that's the only thing that we need to work on. Isn't that awesome? That's absolutely awesome, according to me. And if you are able to do that, well, what great, uh, what a great gift it is that we give to ourselves every single day by simply seeing ourselves for who we truly are. And I wish this gift to each and every one of you who's seeing me right now. And let me share my amazing mind map. This is so awesome. You should see it. I mean, there are all of these days and all of the fears together. All of this is right here together. And that's simply amazing. Yeah. Uh, so today is day 21. Ask yourself these questions in the context of making mistakes. If you are scared of making mistakes and every time you make a mistake, you're like, oh my God, what have I done? Just ask yourself, if I am fearful of it, how is it stopping me from growing in life? What if I embrace my mistakes? What if I told myself that you're okay and that things will eventually turn out? Yeah? As long as I'm not committing a crime, I'm not disrespecting someone profusely, I am not completely dishonored someone else, unless I've not done that, it's okay for me to be me, and that I can go and ask for forgiveness, and I can befriend this fear. And the most powerful way to befriend every fear is to practice forgiveness. I know it's difficult. Probably I can do a completely different series of forgiveness because I've forgiven myself for so many things, and I keep practicing forgiveness on a daily basis, because the more you practice forgiveness in life, the more you'll see gratitude, forgiveness, all of this just changes the entire you. It just changes you. You are a different person. You'll see a layer coming off you every single day. Yeah? And to strengthen that new person that you become every day that you overcome your fears, Practice affirmations. Tell yourself these amazing things. I am an accepting soul. I forgive myself for my mistakes and my past failures. I am stronger than my mistakes. You always are. Express a lot of gratitude because gratitude is the magnet for miracles. I'm grateful to the mistakes that happened as I got great life lessons from it. I'm grateful to all the people who helped me grow through my mistakes. I'm grateful to all the critics because of whom I am much, much stronger today. And now comes the time where we meditate. Let's meditate upon these wonderful ideas about who you could be. Close your eyes and relax. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, love. Breathe out, fear. Breathe in, courage. Breathe out, fear. Breathe in, forgiveness. Breathe out, fear. I love myself. I approve of myself. I accept myself just the way I am. I take a lot of effort to work on improving myself every single day. I'm happy and content with all that I have received in life. I now embrace the fact that mistakes are a part of growing. I let go of the need to be right and perfect all the time. It is safe to be me and accept my flaws. I now love the fact that mistakes help us grow and are an important part of success. I am fully responsible for my actions and accept mistakes with grace. I also willingly forgive others for their mistakes. I own up my life decisions and the confrontations that I need to have with dignity and pride. I calmly and peacefully let go of the fear of making mistakes. I let go, let go, let go. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue to breathe in love, courage, forgiveness, and breathe out all of your fear and mistakes. I love myself. I approve of myself. I accept myself just the way I am. I take a lot of effort to work on improving myself every single day. I'm happy and content with all that I have received in life. I now embrace the fact that mistakes are a part of growing up. I let go of the need to be right and perfect all the time. It is safe for me to be me and accept my flaws. I now love the fact that mistakes help us grow and are an important part of success. I am fully responsible for my actions and accept mistakes with grace. I own up my life decisions and the confrontations with dignity. I calmly and peacefully let go of the fear of making mistakes. I let go, let go, let go. You may slowly begin to open your eyes with a smile. Now, on day 21, we have something else also that is there in the journal, which is something that I want us to reflect upon, which I think I forgot to do for day 14. So, as I had said in the beginning, that every week, end of the week, like once you finish writing this, you will have a section where you do a weekly review. Okay, so this weekly check-in helps you to slow down. It helps you to reflect back on yourself and what is it that you want to achieve in the following weeks. So it's very simple. What are the top three things that you did this week? How did you feel? You can circle multiple emoticons. What was the most rewarding interaction that you had in the week? What is it that you want next week? What are your goals for the following week? What would you like to change or do better? What are the things that you accomplished this week? Celebrate your successes. Trust me, that's so, so important to do. Nobody's coming and appreciating you or giving you a badge or a medal or a trophy. All right. You've got to do it for yourself. Do it every week. What was the best thing about the week? The best thing about me this past week has been, and for the past 2 weeks, has been doing this, sharing myself with the world. I don't know who's listening. But whoever is listening, I just want you to know that you're awesome, amazing people, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm so, so happy that I'm able to do this. And if I'm able to make even a little bit, this much of difference in your life, I'm truly, truly honored to be able to do that. And I'm blessed that God has given me this expression, this freedom, this opportunity to be able to do it. So, what was the best thing that happened this week? And give yourself a ranking out of 5. So, you can color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many stars. And I love this quote from Mark Twain: courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, but not absence of fear. Fear is not going anywhere. It will always be there in your life. But courage is you are going beyond your is resistance to fear. You're going away from fear and working on yourself. You master it. You become the master of your emotions, especially fear. But you do not focus on letting the fear go away anyway, because it's not ever going to go away anyway. So you embrace it, you befriend it, you put yourself in a bigger position, a powerful position than your fears in your life, and you realize that it becomes smaller, 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 and you grow bigger, bigger, bigger. And I wish that for each and every one of you. I wish you a powerful life. I wish you just amazing things. There's a bonus training for day 21 also, which I will be putting up. Either going live or sharing it as a recording on the various social media platforms. So do look out for that also. We have 9 more days to go to reach day 30. So let's keep doing this. Let's keep going powerfully. Let's do it with all our mind, because you are mighty beings and you are far more courageous than you can ever, ever imagine or give yourself credit for. Keep being and feeling your power. See you tomorrow.